Wind up, Jason! Your work isn't finished!
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Let's dance, asshole!
So I am super excited to talk about Coraline in this video because I had a load of fun watching this movie many years ago. Yes, I didn't watch it at first when it first premiered in the theaters, but once I got the opportunity to finally sit down and watch this film, I was completely blown away by everything that I've seen within the film itself, and I just want to go over all of the different things that Coraline did so well that really made it stand out and to be loved by so many people. Because to me personally, and other people could feel different, which is completely fine, but to me personally, I believe that Coraline is a masterpiece because it hit everything right with everything that it was trying to do within the movie itself. And I want to ask you guys, have you ever seen Coraline? Do you guys have any thoughts on Coraline that you want to share with me? Let's start a conversation in the comments because it would be really cool to hear your perspective on Coraline as well. So the stop motion animation is a core aspect of Coraline's success and visual identity because the detailed craftsmanship from character models to intricate set pieces showcases an immersive level of dedication. Because in an era dominated by computer-generated animation, Coraline stands out for its tactical, hands-on approach. The physicality of stop motion gives the film a unique texture, which helps create a connection between the audience and the eerie world that Coraline inhabits. And the meticulous work involved in animating everything from Coraline's expressions to the subtle motions of her clothing contributes significantly to the film's immersive quality. And what makes the stop motion in Coraline truly remarkable is the way that it adds a sense of realism to a otherwise fantastical world. Because when comparing the real world to the other world, the smoothness of movement and color palettes and the latter serves to emphasize its allure. The stark contrast of fluidity versus the clunkier, more grounded real world adds depth to the narrative, making us subconsciously feel the growing divide between reality and the fantasy Coraline is being drawn into. And this careful use of stop motion isn't just about aesthetics, it's woven into the very core of the storytelling. And the medium allows Coraline to inhabit a universe where everything feels slightly off, even when things could be perfect. Whether it's the fluidity of Coraline's hair moving in the wineless room or the subtle changes in the other mother's appearance, stop motion provides an eerie, otherworldly quality that traditional animation might struggle to capture. And this precision and movement makes every scene feel carefully orchestrated, drawing the viewer into Coraline's journey with unparalleled immersion. And Coraline's journey is a deep exploration of what it means to grow up and the struggles that come with asserting independence, because in the beginning, Coraline is frustrated with her new life, feeling neglected by her parents and craving adventure. Her desire for autonomy is something every child can relate to, especially when she finds an escape in a seemingly perfect other world, because this world offers her everything she feels she is missing from her life: attention, excitement, and comfort, but it's all a deceptive facade. The film encapsulates the growing pains of childhood, where the desire for freedom often clashes with the reality of needing guidance and structure. And the other mother plays a pivotal role in Coraline's development, representing the alluring but dangerous temptation of false independence. She offers Coraline the illusion of freedom, but at the cost of her autonomy. And this is a brilliant metaphor for the challenges of growing up, learning that not everything that seems perfect is good for you. Because as Coraline grows throughout the film, she begins to realize that the imperfections in her real life are what make it valuable, and her journey to reclaim her life from the clutches of the other mother is a powerful statement about choosing self-reliance over false security. And ultimately, The film emphasizes that independence isn't about escaping responsibility, it's about embracing it, because Coraline starts the film wanting to run away from her problems but ends up taking control of her life. And this shift in her character arc from wanting to escape to facing challenges head-on shows a level of maturity that many animated films don't address with such nuance. And by the end, Coraline learns that independence isn't about isolation or perfection, but about being strong enough to handle imperfection and uncertainty. And one of the standout aspects of Coraline is its masterful use of visual symbolism to convey deeper meanings, because the film is loaded with imagery that reinforces its central themes, and none more iconic than the contrasting color palettes of the real world versus the other world, because the real world is muted and gray, reflecting Coraline's feelings of boredom and frustration, while the other world is vibrant and lively, drawing her in with its appeal. And this shift in color is one of the first indicators that things in the other world may not be as they seem, subtly warning us of the dangers lurking beneath its surface. Buttons in particular are the most potent visual symbol in the film. They're not only a literal way the other mother controls those in her world, but also serves as a metaphor for the loss of individuality and free will. And by offering to replace Coraline's eyes with buttons, the other mother is essentially asking her to give up her sense of self. And this symbolism extends beyond a simple object. It encapsulates the entire struggle Coraline faces between remaining her true self or giving in to the other mother's manipulative offers. And another brilliant use of symbolism is the garden in the other world, because initially it appears to be a paradise blooming with colors and strange yet beautiful creatures, much like how the other world itself seems perfect. However, just like the other world, the garden is a facade, a carefully constructed trap designed to ensnare Coraline. The hidden dangers within this beauty represent how something seemingly harmless can mask underlying threats, aligning with the film's broader message about facing reality rather than falling for illusions. And the other mother is one of the most intriguing and terrifying characters that I've ever came in contact with, because her initial portrayal as an idealized version of Coraline's real mother is both comforting and unsettling, because at first glance, she seems to offer everything Coraline wants: love, attention, and a world where she is the center of it all. But this is only the surface of a much darker, more manipulative character, because as the film progresses, we see her facade crumble, revealing a malevolent figure driven by control and consumption. And her gradual transformation is brilliantly handled, both in her behavior and her physical appearance. Because as Coraline begins to question the perfection of the other world, the other mother's true form starts to surface. Her shift from a loving caretaker to a sinister predator is one of the most chilling aspects of the film. What's particularly striking is how her appearance evolves to match her intentions. Her body becoming more spider-like, her face more hollow, just representing the hollow promises she offers Coraline. It's a visual metaphor for her predatory nature, a being that ensnares her victims in a web of lies. And the way the other mother manipulates Coraline by using otherworld versions of her real family and friends adds another layer of psychological complexity. She plays on Coraline's deepest insecurities, her feelings of neglect and her yearning for connection, by offering her what seems like the perfect life. But it's all a tool for control, demonstrating how easily desires can be twisted against us. The other mother is a villain who is emotionally manipulative as she is physically threatening, making her a truly memorable and layered antagonist. And the sound design and musical score and Coraline are integral to building the eerie atmosphere that permeates the film. Bruno Calais' score is whimsical and haunting, perfectly matching the tone of the story. Early on, the music is light and playful, echoing Coraline's childlike sense of wonder as she explores the other world. But as the narrative darkens, so does the score, transforming into something more dissonant and unsettling, heightening the sense of danger that lurks around every corner. The musical plays a vital role in manipulating the audience's emotions, preparing us for the twists and turns in Coraline's journey. And the sound effects are also expertly crafted to deepen the sense of unease throughout the film, From the creaks of the old house to the faint whispers in the walls, every sound feels intentional, designed to keep the audience on edge. And the use of silence is just as powerful as the music. There are moments where the absence of sound amplifies Coraline's fear, such as when she's alone in the other world or when something sinister is about to happen. These audio techniques subtly build tension, making the other world feel both fantastical and dangerous. And what's particularly effective is how the sound design helps distinguish between the real world and the other world, because in the real world, the sounds are more mundane, where we hear cars passing, dishes clinking, while the other world is filled with exaggerated, almost musical tones, drawing us deeper into its allure. And this sonic contrast makes the eventual realization that the other world is a trap all the more jarring. The soundscape not only enhances the film's atmosphere, but also works in harmony with the visuals to tell a deeper, more immersive story. Coraline, without question, is a cinematic masterpiece. Its breathtaking stop-motion animation, rich thematic depth, and impeccable use of visual and auditory symbolism come together to create an unforgettable experience. From its intricate sound design to its haunting score, every detail is crafted to immerse the audience in Coraline's eerie world. The film transcends from being a simple children's story, offering layers of meaning that captivate viewers of all ages, and Coraline remains a shining example of how art, storytelling, and emotion can blend seamlessly to create a timeless piece of cinema that leaves a lasting impression. So other than that, that is all I have to say about Coraline in this video. I'm just glad that I had the opportunity today to talk about Coraline, because this is a film that I always look back at every single time I have the chance to watch it, just to remember all of the wonderful things that came out of it. And I feel like it's only right for me to talk about why Coraline is such a great film with all of you guys, so I can connect with you guys as well, so we can all come together and just appreciate how Coraline is just that film that really stands out, that you can always look back at and remember every single time. So if there's anyone that happens to stumble across this video that happens to be a really big fan of Coraline, that really appreciates everything that this film has done, be sure to let me know all of your thoughts down below. Let your thoughts go wild. Let me know everything that's on your mind. I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on Coraline within this video. And if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I always appreciate all the support that you guys give me. If you guys want to follow me on my social media to keep up to date with me outside of YouTube, be sure to check out my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook page, and my TikTok. All of those links are located in the description below. Be sure to click the bell for notifications if you guys want to be notified whenever a video drops on this channel. But other than that, I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day, wherever the day may be. If it's the daytime, the nighttime, or the evening. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.